Hey everybody, what is up? Welcome back to Final Trade. Let's take a look at the set box pre-sale numbers for Dominaria United off of TCG Player. And the total for the pre-sale period was 2,340 boxes with this really weird spike here. If any of y'all has an idea of what this spike was, and let me know. And I thought, what could we compare this against to get a good sense for how this set is doing, how the reception was, and maybe what we could expect in the future. And I thought, well, what about the other most two recent standard sets, Kamigawa Neon Dynasty and Streets of New Capenna? And so comically, the sales are pretty close between them. It's a little deceiving. I mean, there's a 500 box difference between Streets and Kamigawa, with of course Kamigawa selling better. And even the prices are pretty close. I mean, there's only an $11 difference between Dominaria United on the top and Streets on the bottom at each of their release dates. Now, the data here are cut off in the past because they were no longer available when I went to collect them. TCG Player does not let all historical data be available forever. You have to go get it before they turn it off. So there's only a limited time period for that. And now we might ask, where do we think this will go in the future? And so if we add the first 100 days after release for Kamigawa and Streets, well, you see that Kamigawa, the red line, did really well. It had a pretty good slope to it, still selling a decent amount of boxes every day. It was much better received, and arguably it would have done much better had the product been more available. But as you recall, the price just marched up and up and up into this 100-day mark until they finally got either another release wave or maybe another reprint. I'm not clear on which it was, but finally some more came into the market then after about 3 months and got the price back down. Streets, on the other hand, leveled out a lot quicker and the price fell below $100. Now, something we're going to have to contend with here that's different this time around is the price increases from WotC are fully realized now on Dominaria United. And so what you're looking at is that a break-even price for a regular card store to come on the TCG Player, sell a set box to you, and deliver it to your house is going to be around somewhere between $115 and $120. That's the break-even price for them to make just about nothing. And so these kind of prices here, where today the 7-day moving average price is, what, about $124 or so, that's pretty good. That means that a card store that puts out the capital, takes all the risk, does all the handling, pays people, pays overhead, everything else, they'll make $2, $3, $4 off of selling this box to you. And so maybe these prices are really reasonable, and it's going to be interesting going into the second half of the year here, or I guess the final third of the year now, where these kind of prices are going to go, what kind of continued opportunities to buy products below wholesale price will present themselves, to buy them maybe above wholesale but below the point where card stores are now losing money. And at some point we have to think that those kind of opportunities will dry up, print runs will be tightened, the slack in the market will be taken up. Frankly, some card stores will just go under, and at some point the market will right itself. It's a question of when it will, and there's a question of, will Dominaria United thread the needle between Kamigawa Neon Dynasty and Streets of New Capenna, or is it going to keep a price firmly above? And much depends on the size of the release waves for this product. Obviously, if WotC chokes the supply the same way they did with Kamigawa, I think we could easily see this go to 130, 140, maybe even 150 for these set boxes before there's a healthy reprint wave sometime late this year, maybe early next year. We'll have to see. It's going to be contending with Dominaria Remastered at some point, which I think comes out in January, and WotC will play all kinds of games with how much it releases of each set depending on what it wants you to buy. So keep all of that in mind. Also, just keep in mind, this is a standard set. It's not going to rotate, I believe, until September of 2024, I think. And so you have a long time to buy this set. So don't rush out, don't panic, don't pay $130, $140, $150. Don't pay those prices. Just casually wait, bide your time. You'll have lots of opportunity to buy this over the next 2 years, and you'll have probably lots of good opportunity to buy it at 110 to 115 on a bonus bucks sale. Hopefully TCG Player keeps doing bonus bucks sale after eBay finishes buying them. We shall see. So let me know what you think. If you appreciate this kind of content, then like, comment, share, and subscribe, and consider joining the Patreon. Thanks a lot, everyone.